Hi guys, back here with another video. It's good to talk to you guys again. I have been away from YouTube for a while now, just some personal stuff going on, so I've been a bit busy. But I am back. This is my latest replica belt. It is the official WWE dual-plated winged eagle replica belt. Unfortunately, I had to sell my all-gold Orm made winged eagle, ORM, which you guys have seen on this channel a couple of months back. I really love that belt, but unfortunately I had to sell it due to personal reasons, and I was lucky enough to come across this on Facebook. I do belong to a couple of different Facebook groups, belt groups, and a member on the belt group was selling this at a very good price, and I just had to get it. It's brand new. He only had it for a couple of weeks and he sold it, so it is in mint to new condition. There's not a scratch on it, not a mark on it. As mentioned, he only had it for a couple of weeks, so it literally is brand new, and the price was just a really good price and I couldn't say no. Is it as good as the Orm belt? I would say yes in certain parts and no in other parts. The Orm belt was better as it was handmade with real zinc and real leather. Orm has the best leather and that belt had really good leather, hand tooled, and it also had real 24 karat gold compared to the gold paint on these replicas. So that belt did have more of a shine to it, and it did look better in lighting, as the acid etched areas generally pop more in lighting compared to the stamping areas on a replica. But to be honest, this is a very good belt. Would I recommend it? Absolutely yes. So without further ado, let's get into the video, into the review. Not many people know, before I started YouTube videos, I actually had the all gold winged eagle replica, which is currently on WWE shop, the 5mm version. That replica was decent, but the etching or the stamping wasn't really that good, and the leather wasn't that good either, and the bars were not attached. They were attached to the strap like the old 2mm replicas, but this replica is on a whole different level and I definitely recommend it. So let's start from this side. It has got fingerprints all over it. It is a fingerprint magnet. Normal WWE 2-piece tip. The one good thing, WWE do not stitch the snap boxes anymore. This is just one stamped piece and it looks really good. Midwest style tooling. I think it's Midwest, I'm not sure. It definitely should be. Maybe I just haven't seen an official replica in such a long time that I can't remember. But I'm sure this is the Midwest style tooling that Reggie Parks did. Nice snaps as always with WWE. Some nice texture. It's got some like a pear-shaped tooling, I'm not sure, with dots. It's not a bad feeling material. Feels better than the other WWE replicas. 6mm Lego plate. That's very thick, and it's got a very, very slight curve. The stamping is decent, as you can see. Nice paint job. I'm not sure if it's a very thick layer of paint. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. But it is nice. Obviously, WWE are not allowed to use the WWF logo, so they do used the WWE Legends logo. To be honest, it's not a big deal to me. I like it. It looks pretty well. It suits this belt really well. It's got the logo plate tooling to make the logo plate stand out even more. And these are my favourite parts, the dual plating. The only dual plated replica I had was the TNA Wildcat version, which was a couple of years ago. But that was beat up and everything. The plating was, tarnished and stuff. So it's good to have a brand new dual plated belt. It's really well done. You can see the silver or the nickel. Mostly it's preferred to as nickel, but it is silver. You can see the nickel in between the sunburst pattern. Normally it would be gold. I believe this is done by hand or it's done by machine. If it is done by hand, then it's done very, very well. You can see the silver. Again, it does get a lot of fingerprints on it as it is a mirrored finish. There you can see the dual plating better. You can see the silver or the nickel and the gold. The whole point of dual plating, the base layer is silver or nickel, and then the raised areas are gold. And it just looks really, really nice. You can see how well it stands out. There you can see the wrestlers, the grapplers, and they're pretty detailed. You can see the little markings on the face and the body and the shoes and everything. So that's really well done. I think these are, I never really realised what these things are. They're like little musical notes, I guess. And they do stand out very well against this nickel. And the etching, or I keep saying etching, the stamping is pretty good. I would say it's about 1mm, maybe 1.5. These are 6mm plates. The belt is pretty heavy. I thought it was going to be really light because it is hollow, but it is a good 5 or 6 pounds, which is good. It's closer to the weight of my Orm 4mm handmade belt, so that's good. These plates aren't really too hollow. I think they're about 1mm hollow, and then the rest of the 6mm is just solid plate. So it does have a good weight to it. There you can see the dual plating. It just looks really good. It really does. Second plate. Again, the Legends logo. Dual plating. 6mm. The one thing about my Orm belt, it did have curved side plates, and that was much better. These side plates are not curved, they're flat, so they do look a bit bigger compared to the curved ones because they are curved. But to be honest, it doesn't really matter. Let's go to the other side. Again, you can see the stamping, very, very nice. It doesn't have the stitching, which is good. It's got the shell tooling, Midwest, the dual plated side plate, and then this one as well. And the main attraction, the main plate, it's got the WWE trademark right there, the logo. And this is the WrestleMania 4 version, which was dual plated, and it was held by Randy Savage. I think Hulk Hogan held this version as well before losing it to Savage. I'm not fully sure, but I do know that Savage did hold this version. I'm not sure if anybody else did. You can see the dual plating. They did a really good job on the wings of the eagle. You can see the little ridges. Quite well done. And The other unique thing about the WrestleMania 4 version, it did have a stacked banner. I think this stacked banner is about 2mm or maybe 4. It's definitely not 6. I think it's about 4mm, maybe 2, but I would probably say 4. And the etching is pretty good on the banner. I believe this is the only version to have a stacked banner, and then the all gold versions had the etched banner instead of stacked. But you can see the stamping is pretty good. You can see the stamping on the globe, a really nice blue. There, that should give you an idea of how deep the stamping is. It's about 1mm, maybe 1.5. Some of these painted parts are different. Some of them are painted really thin, and you can see the edged parts. Some of them are quite thick, and it doesn't look as etched as it is on other parts. I believe that's the way that it's painted, but I'm sure if you get it repainted it would be much more even. But it is a very nice blue, and again you can see the stamping on the banner. The heavyweight banner was originally silver on this replica. I got it painted by a member of the group named Nathan Bones. Nathan is the person that restoned my Universal blue replica, and he also painted the banner for me. He did a really good job. He does restoning on Instagram, Stones by Bones. His work is really good, so definitely check him out. And he did an awesome job on this paint. Again, you can see how deep the stamping is. It's definitely better than the old gold version of the Winged Eagle. And here, you can see the stamping as well. The one thing about my arm belt, that was standard definition etched, so the stars were a bit washed out, but this belt is machine made, so the stars are very well defined. You can see that that is a star, not just a blob with points. Nice paintwork. WWE always do a good job on their paint. This paint is done quite well. I'm not sure if it is a plastic insert. On some cases it is, but I think this is painted. And it's quite well done, to be honest. You can see the stamping. I really do love this belt. I was very upset when I sold my arm belt, as that was my favourite belt that I had. And I would say this definitely fills that spot. And the dual plating is just a bonus. I really like it. There you can see the stamping as well. So it is very well done. I would recommend a real leather strap, and you will have a pretty good belt in your collection. If you don't handle your belts and you're just going to keep it on display, then this strap is good enough as it is. But if you do want to display, if you do want to handle your belts and take them to shows and stuff, then I think a real leather strap would be better. There you can see the gold standing out against the pattern there. And I love the wings on the eagle. They're just very well done. There you can see the grapplers, again, good detail. And you can see the silver between the sunburst pattern there. And you can see the silver there as well. The silver is not a mirrored finish, it's a bit of a cloudy finish, and I think that definitely helps. You can see my reflection in the silver, but it's not like a full mirror where you can see like a full clear reflection. It's a bit more cloudy. But you can definitely see how well the gold stands out against the silver. It just looks really nice. I really like this belt. The wings. And the one thing about this belt, like the real belt, it does have the covered bolts. If you do want to get a send out strap, you will have to cut out these bolts. Cut out the strap and take off the plates. It's definitely plastic, but the flexibility, not too bad. It's better than most. And the wing tips do stick out. There you can see how thick the plate is. That is full 6mm. These parts are not hollowed. These parts are not hollowed either. That is full 6mm. And the bars are attached, and they're attached very well. These parts are hollow. The inside of the plate is hollow. As you can see, I would say that's about 1mm hollow. So it's not too hollow compared to other belts, but it is hollow nonetheless. I would say about 1mm. So it is a pretty thick plate. I'm not sure if these bars are attached by welds or they are actually part of the main plate and they're just being cut out. If that is the case, WWE has done a very, very good job. But I have a feeling they may be welded. I'm not sure. It's a bit awkward to get the right angle. I would say they are welded, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe we can zoom in. No, I do not think these are welded. I think these are part of the plate and they have been cut out, but they're very well done nonetheless. The arm belt, it was very clunky. Not clunky, but the bars were quite thick and chunky and they were held on by like brackets. This is a much cleaner job in my opinion. And the bars are twisted like the real ones, so they've got they're straight from here, then they start twisting and they carry on twisting, and then they get back to normal on this side. So the twisted side bars were definitely the main attraction of this belt. And it does hang off the plate very well. The arm belt, it did not hang off the plate too much because there were screws here and here, but on this version the screws are not here and they are not there, they're actually in the middle. So the first screw is here, there, 3, 4, 5, 6. On a normal replica there would be a screw here and a screw there and a screw there, one there and one there, but on this one it isn't, which is why the bars hang off the belt so accurately. Anybody that used to watch Bret Hart, when he used to carry the belt, he used to hold it and the bars used to, the whole plate used to come off the strap literally. You can see literally half of the main plate coming off the strap, and that's just really cool. If you are carrying it at shows over your shoulder, make sure you don't bump into anybody because this would definitely hurt someone if they accidentally walk into it. So you got to be a bit careful. It's not sharp, but it would hurt if you get hit with it. And you do want to be careful as there are less screws. There could be chance of breaking. As the real Winged Eagle, the bars did break after a while, so you do want to be careful with this. You don't want to handle it too much, but it is pretty strongly attached, so I don't think it's gonna break or anything unless you wrestle with it or use it for a independent show or something. Okay, so, and again, these two screws are for the stacked banner. Nope, they are not. Which ones are for the stacked banner? Yes, they are these ones. You can see these screw right there, and another one here. These are for the stacked relief banner. Okay, so I think I've shown you guys all the information, all the details that I could. I'm going to put it around the waist, put it on the shoulder, and then give you guys my final thoughts on the belt, and that will be the end of this review. Okay guys, that is the belt around the waist. I have lost a bit of weight over the past couple of weeks, so it does fit a little better. I still think the side plates need a curve. It would help it fit a bit more better. But again here, you can see the plate comes away from the strap and it looks really cool. And because the plate comes away from the strap, it does fit. The strap feels better around your waist because it's not being held down by the screws. So the only part that's actually on your waist of the plate is the front, and the sides are just the strap. So if that makes sense, I'm not really sure how to explain it, but it does look pretty good. I'll put it on the shoulder and we can see how it looks. Okay, so that's how it looks on the shoulder. Not too bad. As you guys know, the Winged Eagle was a smaller belt. So, me, 5'5", it looks pretty good. You can see the strap is not too bad, it hangs down compared to most WWE straps. And you can see the bars lifted off the strap. So it definitely looks good. And it does have a little bit of a curve, I will show you guys. It's a decent curve. I could put about 4 fingers under there. The arm one was curved probably slightly more, but nonetheless this is curved, and it is it's not a big belt, so to be honest it doesn't really need a big curve. The side plates, not curved at all, to be honest. I wish they did have a bit more of a curve, which would have made them look more better. So my final thoughts on the belt. Should you buy this belt? My answer is definitely yes. I think it looks better with the painted heavyweight banner compared to the gold one, but that's just my opinion. This is a very well made replica, good quality, 6mm thick plates, deep stamping, nice dual plating, a stacked banner which looks really nice. The strap is good. Personally, I would get it re-levered. Hopefully I will do that in the future. If I do keep it, there's always a chance I may sell it, but I don't think I will. So as I said, in the future maybe I'd get it re-levered, but if you want to keep it on display, then the strap is pretty good for a standard strap. Just a very nice belt. Does this replace my own replica? I would say definitely yes. The only thing the OM replica had on this: 1, it was real zinc; 2, it was real leather; 3, it had real 24 karat gold plating, which looked much better. But, you know, you're comparing a handmade belt against a replica. I would say this replica looks better in terms of the way that it looks, just because of the dual plating. You can see how well the gold stands out against the silver, and that just makes it look really, really good. So that is a trade-off compared to the real 24 karat gold, but I think the silver definitely makes up for the lack of the 24 karat gold. And it's just a very nice made replica. No rough edges, no rough tips on the eagle wings, no little rough parts on the feathers or anything. Just very clean cuts as it is done by machine. So should you buy this replica? My answer is a definitely yes. You should buy it. If you can get it second hand, then that's even better. You can save yourself some money. And it's just a very well made replica. Definitely better than the old winged eagle. I've heard a lot of people say the Undisputed V2 is the best replica. And from images that I've seen, I would say yes. But this is definitely one of the better replicas WWE have made. I have not seen the United States replica, the 2020 version yet, but I do hope to get that in the future. Apparently that's a very well made replica as well. Definitely better than this in terms of detail, but you are comparing two different belts. But is this worth the money? I would definitely say yes. Is it worth getting it second hand? That's even better. Save yourself some money. Put it towards the real leather strap. So guys, that's it for me. I got some new belts coming. Some really cool belts. And hopefully I will be making reviews of those in the next couple of weeks. I do want to start getting back on YouTube. Maybe not full time, but part time. As I have been away for a while, I've definitely missed all of you guys. Thank you for supporting me, thank you for subscribing, thanks for all your comments, and I hope this, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I know that my reviews are kind of long, but I do try to give you guys the best detail that I can and an honest review of the belt, so you guys can make a full decision if you want it or not. So I do hope my reviews help you guys make a choice if you want this belt or not. I would definitely say get it. It's a very nice belt. So that's it for me. As I said, new belt videos coming up in the next couple of weeks, so please stay tuned for those. As always, thanks for watching. Please just give this video a big thumbs up, comment, rate, subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you're always notified whenever I upload a new video. And as always,